Hey Karen, nhớ rồi. Happy Friday. Hey Derek, how are you? All the way from Canada. Is it cold up there still? Hey Julie, how are you? Johnson, nhớ rồi. My Joan, hi, how are you? Hey Linda, nhớ rồi. Right, brother Thai? And then Lo Ling, nhớ rồi. Hey Tan, how are you? Hey Bao, good to see you. Julie, welcome to San Francisco. Well, welcome to California. It's beautiful here. I know it's beautiful over there. All right, good to be here. Friday has been good as so far, right? Every Friday. Happy birthday, Vami moi. Okay, happy birthday. New York, yeah. Okay. Naka nhớ rồi nè. Okay. Vision nhớ rồi vi. And then hi Chaneng, good morning. Is it good morning over there? I'd like to shake you up a little bit. Watching from South Africa, Hanva nhớ rồi. I hope that is true. Share with us Thai cho đôi đôi bị sai South Africa trong lý cha. Kathy Va Hyung. Happy birthday to you. Andrew, the next songs. What is the next songs? That means the ones that is going right after this. Yakuluka. Anyways, good evening, good afternoon. Rong xian dao an ji ne ja pung yi so len so tu nu no ya Friday. Ku ta ka to mun ji ne sha da tia. Từ tao nên thế là tao pay lu week là na, okay, and nung nào cho tôi sai này sau đó cú thọ và cho tôi này cho nên cho tôi cho cái chân ga na cái này sau ít chân đó chơi cho tôi cú và tôi cú mua cho hàng theo và cú dùng xia theo cú you know mua cái xia na làm hung gạo gì tôi sẽ đem long theo và video theo thì nó cú yên bảo theo và cái我哋也really nói cái cái đó này thì còn nói này ít khó chỉ chia được cú na. So giờ trong liên đó này chị tôi tao tết họ cú rong了tết họ cú chính trị tao rongแต่是这容易叫了西本股主要搞互动高都必须得弄死给互动呢也你得到了你得包点股你得这股了都能得向那了一次啊也被一次也被这也被的老大了天哪了嘛呀แต่ชิมาลูชัวลูหล่อลูเทียจังเกาเทียแต่จีอยู่แต่ตัวน้อยเจกูจิคุสีกูสามารถแชร์ตัวนี้ส่วนสุดตัวกันเนี่ยเขาตอนเรากูมลองเทียเท่าเราจะเก lo dễ lo ya sẽ kiến cho xia bé mù bé chẳng nhớ được tới chemical này chỉ bé và hậu lử nu Monday Sunday nu Friday chỉ bé xia này chỉ bé tàu mỗi khó lên nó cho là một shop ba thế giờ tiền nu nó và mua cái pandemic cái mua covid có chua bé chỉ số tàu một hậu lử chỉ bé nhau vài nhau chỉ là hai ya trong cái mong số bé sẽ được thế bé chỉ bao nhiêu đó chỉ là thế cú rong xia hay tiệt nó này cho lùa tiệt này chia xia tại tòa chọn câu nó tiệt ấy cho lùa anh thiên này anh thiên này ra này cú rong xia hẳn na and cú I hope that bé yo xí tàu chọn câu nó cho là một đợt bé sẽ cái rong xia muốn đến đây là giá tuần đây thiên nữa tiệt na tới rồi cú tư biểu mình chỉ tôi giá ta là rồi ta là nó cú tuần chỉ này là tiệt thì mà trong lý chả bao giờ đã chỉ nhớ cá thì để tụi họ mới để tụi chia thia nhớ được họ nói chỉ cú mà lúc mà biết mình chỉ cho chia luôn nhớ được họ nói đồ này cái này họ tao thì bé họ cú ra cú lu họ sai nó cú trong đó chỉ là thì mà ổn định chấp lại nè cú again thảo ở chỗ đó số lần số tụi tan cho giờ phong hiu giờ cú mua giờ phong hiu là xong đó bữa nhớ latte tua nhớ bữa thái tê nhớ tụi bữa latte chừng mua cho xong đó nhớ bữa phát kỳ tê mua cho nhớ tụi khi mình cái này cho trong khách sẽ chờ tan cho hun giờ cho nó cú rong xia sắp là tại tòa này số lần số tụ nè bé cái hung câu rồi nó chỉ bé từ giờ hung cái sẽ được số lần số tụ nó tên là sư nè chỉ ta trong đó là you know cú yo hay in đa lu mấy cả cái bé cho chỉ bao lu mong rồi trong là cái họ tao thế họ cái chỉ bao lu mấy cái rồi trong là của họ tao thế rồi họ thì mỗi ít tiền nhá giờ tới chờ của anh cho bên lòng nhá họ nói thế này ya là của tôi sai bên nhá họ nói thế so tôi cho tôi sẽ được tăng trọng tiền okay yeah, if you guys can give a shout out to exactly where you guys are from, okay? Of course, itu nya roh no ne hatia ya watching from South Africa, na so Hanva, okay? And then of course, ita hatia from Milwaukee, some people from Milwaukee. We need a Sounders concert soon. Sacramento, California. Hi, Cindy, Nyajong. And then from Texas, Nyajong. Plate. Nyajong na, okay. From Georgia, Jess, Nyajong. Shadanya, okay. Fresno, California. Of course, Fresno, Nyajong. Okay, Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, nhớ không? Okay. Anyways, lúc chị hơi thâu mua rủ rồi, okay. Lúc nào mà ít tiền nó sẽ là thôi, ít tiền nó đi chùa lên đó và chỉ cho nãy thì đến. Hi Merced, how you are? Sacramento from Mike from Sacramento, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, okay, nhớ không? North Pole, okay. Detroit, Michigan, Zhua, nhớ không? Anchorage, Alaska, Tony, how are you? Anyways, talking about the next songs, Kuluka. If you more up to guests, so we're gonna be talking of a little bit, and then while they come on, I like you to nation de la munjinga tianga they're the stars of the videos to ku janga wa kulukana, and I want to tell you a little bit about what happened there. It's gonna be a little bit different. Inyo tsaja wa tsolu week la with the I was just again truly amazed by the video that got what to kuna pe collaborate and I had to kind of change things up a little bit to make the videos to work with the video. I thought that the song was a bit lacking, so ku longmanji cú long mình chỉ lời. So I hope you guys like it. But it truly it was just yeah, acoustics tan thôi cú cho nó chỉ cú dẫn câu nó chỉ cú yên sa thì cú yêu cú acoustics ít chia cú chỉ cú sa thì ở lên này bé chấm bên này đồ khát ta lại là ya vì cha sẽ đó chỉ công tên nó thì mà just this is a COVID lúc chỉ COVID now okay chỉ bé we shouldn't be coming together, playing music and all of that, shouldn't be taking chances and things like that. Each you try to use it, that you try to protect everyone else too. Everybody's got a life, everybody's got family situations, so you have to be very careful. So this is part of my taking time off from COVID and quarantining and at home and. With nothing else really better to do than music. So theo chỉ ta rung đó là uli của hành của show ít chẳng có đồng đau là tao năng có tự xong nó na chỉ muốn chẳng có đồng đau chỉ rong gọi là bé tí muốn cho là một cơ ta lại cho sẽ đấm non lại thì mà nó non là chỉ của lúc học phía chỉ của tất cả là một tất cả redo my songs because like redoing my songs I'm in a different state of mind, different way of thinking besides band members, the bass player, the other guitar player, the drummers, the keyboards and things like that. Everybody contributes to before all of that it was just me. It was just me and my songs and how how everything pans out before they put it together, So hopefully we can. I plan on doing a lot more. Okay. Maybe for some of the people they love to play guitars. I hope to inspire you guys to play guitars and. Eventually I will show you guys exactly how I played, so that we can learn guitars together, and I think it'll be a really neat things, here's these examples of songs or before submit to the band. Things like I would just sitting around noodling, kind of like that. Do an acoustic on length. I don't know how I'm gonna do. Maybe we'll do that together, huh? Length your chocolate của mùa, length your plư cơ thao có qua, length your hu so tông tua trâu có li cú. Something like that. Well, a lot of requests. Okay, I hope to be able to do that for you guys. Okay, soon. Anyways, today we're here to talk about Kuluka. Okay, Kuluka. I just want to let you guys know that hot sound ya so no na pe one the ha ya ta lo na ma inyu zai so I was playing like a So it's in a little higher up keys, um, but this time around it's a little bit different. Okay, so it went back a little whole step. So it's gonna be a lot more mellow, a lot more heartfelt to that loved one that you have. And Java, I want to dedicate this song to. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. The the song there's always people in your life that has always been there for you, and they're your backbone, they're your inspirations, and they lift you up when you're down and everything else. And in my case, it was my significant other, my wife. She's been there for me forever. But this song that nuna mo release like muka tau no tokato neche, it means special to me. But I hope you guys can take this and you guys can share this with your loved ones, and make something special for you guys. And if anything at all, it's my thank to you guys too, as well. And I do care a lot about you guys and my fans. Without my fans base, I am practically nothing. So I really appreciate that. Okay. All right. We have a couple more minutes left, and then our guest will be here. Let me see. Any questions for me? Thaisounders back. Can you say hello to Pahua? She's been there for me since day one. This is from KJ, okay? The one. Hi, Pahua. KJ wants to dedicate this song to you, okay? To Pahua, okay? There's a lot of people talking about memories, and it just means that you guys have gone back really far with me. Can you do some cover in Thai language for us? Oh my gosh. Gucci Thai Mike. Gucci Thai maybe one day. Let me see. That's all I know. Hey Beaver, nhớ John. Giọt mong chi giọt mong yalicha. Will you release a rock exclusive album? Maybe. Yeah, I would love Michael. I would love to do a collaboration with Ndeng from Hands. He's a great musician. Probably musicians that are really really good, but that guy is a natural. Okay, Ndeng na okay. Ndeng ya itu pong you he's very 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 talented. One day I hope to do something with him. Do a videos on the backstory of my songs. Yeah, of course. That should be coming up real soon. Okay. Tulong, yeah, from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Welcome. Sky Okay, let's talk about that. How did I come up with Bikatu? I think that I mean, I wasn't living in California yet. I was living in Missoula, Montana, growing up. I was doing high school, and I think our friends just came in. Doing high school, and ต่อtiếpเลยฮะ Okay, let me bring in my friends first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. All right. And we are waiting for another one. There we go. Number 2. Hey, William.
Hi, Ty. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
All right.
Hey, who is this?
Hey, Shang. This is the lovely Shang Her.
Say something.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Hey, yeah, just give me a second. Hang in there. Somebody asked me about the last song that we've released. They want to know. I cú sau răng câu nữa nè for the phong cú sau răng câu nữa when I was in high school. Those were my guitar days and my lonely days. Tried growing up in a town where there's practically nothing. You don't have if you don't like to go by Plohajong, by Nunje, and your friends are animals, cows, and things like that. So you're not Jake. It's very, very lonely. And any relationship or anything like that. I sometimes I have a lot of imaginary girlfriends in my head. I would break up with them and things like that. So those are just ideas. Just don't get me wrong. Those are just ideas that came on. But that's how things. I mean, you're always just dreaming about someday about finding the right person and everything. And so since you're never in that situation to be able to find the right person all the time, it always feels like you're losing them all the time. So so for a lot of people, I think that in cái xí lưu là giờ tên nó là giờ cái yun chia ít phong yêu nó nếu trong cái ít nông na nếu ya làm chào kia nó có lúc xưa này place này bài là nếu chào kia place cái bài này bài là nếu chỉ nhon đến đấy na. So you'll be lucky if one day you catch one and they're there for you, with you forever. But for most of our any one of us, I think it's just that spur of the moment type of deal. It's gonna like a crush or something like that, and just you just always happens to lose, or it feels like someone else is better than you, and they're just moving on and things like that. So it's just a part of me growing up, learning about relationship and everything, and I somehow like to capture those moments and then put into words and sounds and hold them like a picture. So but then that's back in the when I was growing up in high schools and the high school years. So it's been with me for a very long time now. Yeah. Okay. Let's get to our guests for the day. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. William, welcome, and Shane, welcome. This is my first time. I saw you on the videos, and you are just amazing. You guys did a wonderful, wonderful job, and I can't wait to share this with everyone. But I think that some of Nature followers might know you guys already, but I think that many of my fans here, they don't know very much about you. So I want to know a little bit about you, and hopefully that we can share all this with everyone else too. I know that there's a lot of projects up in the pipeline for you guys in the future. So I would never want them to miss out on the big things that you guys will be doing and coming up with. First of all, it was an honor for me to to be working with you guys and for Nate mo wa ka video na to kuna so ku wa ne chon nan dao na okay ku pao de ne shi shi ha nan dao tia ku pao dia you know te ya juni no no lo you know I not, acting is not my forte. I'm not so good with it, so that's why I hide behind my voice and my guitar, and so I don't have to act as much. But you guys are just so natural that you help make that song come alive. So I want to thank you guys so much. I couldn't have had asked for anyone better for this project here. So really appreciate that. I hope we can do a lot more in the future somehow. You know, there's a lot more songs that are coming up and all that. So if there's anything that you guys hear or you guys like or something, you know, we can talk about it or, you know, for a future project and all that. Okay. So, William, let's start out with you. I got a chance to catch up with you a little bit, but the fans would would want to know. Tell us a little bit about Ghana, okay? I mean, I know that everybody knows about Thaisounders here, so I'll be on the back burner for a little bit. But tell me a little bit about you and what got you into acting and why this and your videos are a little bit different from, let's say, a lot of the norms that I've seen. You know, it feels. I don't mean that I don't mean that it's like a high budget or anything like that, but I mean that it feels high end. It feels like
wow. I'm honored.
like trong le pek mong vọng mang tiêu liền na yo, okay? So what got you into acting and why and tell us a little bit about that and about you.
I'd be happy to, but I with all due respect, can I have the lady go first?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay.
No
I'm gonna
problem.
have you go first, Shane.
Shane, I'm so sorry about that. It's my bad. It's my manner. Okay. Same questions for you, Shane. Actually, but I want to know about the acting side of you, and then I also want to know about the music side of you too. There's like multiple sides here. So tell us a little bit about the acting part. I mean, you did a wonderful job. What got you into acting, and how did you come about to meet up with William, and how did you guys do this? And is this what have you done in the past?
So I'm acting, first it was the music. We did music videos, and so that's how I first to doing acting, and then I wanted to their acting short films. So that's why I doing more films as well. I kind of left time. And William and I had a few years of some mutual, and William came to me and hey, I have an idea to do for Thaisounders song, and interested said definitely, send the information. I'd love to be. And so we got it done, and then I spent the last month filming for multiple short films too. But that's pretty much it's through the music, foot in the door, start acting.
Okay. We may have to repeat that. Shane, did you do you have a mic on, or you're using the phone mic, or
I'm using the phone mic.
do you have do you have a headset?
I don't think I. Let
Okay,
me.
see if you can have a heads. I have a lot of people here that wants to hear what you said, and they said they can't hear.
I will see if this. I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. These are natural. Okay, William, are you saying something?
No, they're saying I'm echoing.
You coming in perfectly okay here.
Okay.
Is that
Is that
better?
better?
Much, much better. Try
Okay.
again. Try again.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
so
I'm so
sorry about
sorry about
that.
that.
To
To
answer
answer
your
your
question
question
about
about
how I
how
got
I got
into
into
acting,
acting,
it
it
started off
started off
with my
with my
music.
music.
We
We
had
had
to
to
act for
act
my
for my
music
music
videos.
videos.
So
So
that's
that's
what
what
got my
got
foot
my
in the
foot in
door
the
into
door into
acting.
acting.
And
And
then
then
after that,
after
I
that, I
started
started
doing
doing
short
short
films.
films.
Um, we're doing
Been doing
that
that
for
for
a
a
year and a
year and a
half
half
now.
now.
And
And
then
then
a
a
few weeks
few weeks
ago,
ago,
Will messaged me and asked if I'd be
I'd be
willing
willing
to
to
act
act
in
in
his
his
music
music
video.
video.
So I
So I
said,
said,
yeah,
yeah,
send me
send
the
me the
information.
information.
And we
And we
filmed it.
filmed it.
Good. Well, I think that Will knows who he wants to work with. So that part of it, I didn't have anything to do with. I'm glad. I'm so glad he picked you, and I'm so glad you accepted
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
the project. And you did a wonderful job. I can't wait to share this with everyone after this.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so
I'm so
glad you
glad you
liked
liked
it.
it.
Yeah,
We
We
worked
worked
so
so
hard
hard
on
on
it.
it.
It
It
was
was
so
so
cold.
cold.
I know. I know.
Yeah, that was a negative degree temp. We braved it out.
Yes.
So
Well, I think that for anything that is good, we have to go through things like that, and we would never know. I would never know what you guys have gone through, but now that you said that and looking at it, I do remember seeing a lot of snows, and it's up there too, So
I
I
think
think
in a
in a
couple of the
couple of the
scenes,
scenes,
you can
you can
actually see
actually
our
see our
breath
breath
coming
coming
out
out
because
because
that's how
that's how
cold it
cold it
was.
was.
yeah. Well, I thank you. I mean, that's to me that's sacrifices, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I thank you so much for that. But it's beautiful. I can't wait. I mean, I think that everybody's just gonna be, that are waiting for my Friday songs. This is gonna be one of them that's gonna be really top up there.
Thank you.
Thank
It
you. It
really was
really
an
was an
honor
honor
to do
to
this
do this
music
music
video for
video
your
for your
song.
song.
Glad to have you. Okay. Uh, we'll come back to the to the music part. Um, William, same goes for you.
yes, sir. Shane,
Shane,
thanks for
thanks for
taking the
taking the
lead.
lead.
I was
I was
nervous.
nervous.
So you
So you
broke the
broke
ice.
the ice.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
um, first and
First and
foremost,
foremost,
Ty, I
Ty, I
just want to
just want
say
to say
thank you
thank
very
you very
much
much
for
for
the
the
opportunity to
opportunity to
collaborate with
collaborate
you on
with
this
you on this
project.
project.
You
You
are
are
a
a
Hmong
Hmong
music
music
legend,
legend,
and
and
you've
you've
inspired
inspired
so
so
many
many
Hmong
Hmong
music
music
artists.
artists.
And
And
so
so
for
for
you to
you
even
to
give
even
us an
give us an
opportunity,
opportunity,
that
that
is
is
such an
such an
honor
honor
to
to
just
just
be able
be
to
able to
put this
put this
music
music
video and
video and
collaborate with
collaborate
you.
with you.
So
So
I want to
I
say
want to say
thank you
thank you
very
very
much for
much for
that.
that.
Secondly,
Secondly,
Ty,
Ty,
if
if
I
I
may,
may,
I
I
just want
just
to
want to
give
give
my
my
sponsors a
sponsors a
shout out
shout out
because
because
without
without
them, we
them,
wouldn't
we
be
wouldn't
able
be able
to
to
use the
use the
venues or
venues
have
or
the
have the
facilities and
facilities and
our
our
props to
props to
make
make
the
the
vision come
vision
into
come into
place of
place
what
of
the
what the
music
music
video is
video is
about.
about.
So
So
first and
first and
foremost,
foremost,
as
as
far
far
as
as
our
our
sponsors, I
sponsors,
want
I
to
want to
thank
thank
Soberfish,
Soberfish,
Maiku,
Maiku,
Bruce,
Bruce,
Susan,
Susan,
Elle,
Elle,
Tia,
Tia,
Josh.
Josh.
Thank you
Thank you
guys very
guys
much
very
for
much for
allowing us to
allowing us to
use
use
Soberfish
Soberfish
as
as
one
one
of
of
our
our
locations
locations
for
for
shooting our
shooting our
film.
film.
Browse by
Browse by
Shang, my
Shang,
good
my good
friend
friend
Shang
Shang
Bang.
Bang.
She
She
does
does
eyebrows,
eyebrows,
and
and
you'll see
you'll
in
see
there
in
that
there
we
that
were
we were
at her
at her
clinic as
clinic as
well.
well.
Meng
Meng
Lo
Lo
from
from
Two
Two
Hmong
Hmong
Boys.
Boys.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
you
to you
for
for
encouraging and
encouraging
being
and
there
being there
for
for
us
us
mentally.
mentally.
Um,
Um,
my
my
oh
oh
my
my
floral
floral
shop,
shop,
my
my
friend Mai
friend Mai
Shong
Shong
Tao. So
Tao. So
shout out
shout
to
out
you.
to
And
you.
then
And then
last but
last
not
but not
least,
least, on
Nick
Nick
over at
over at
Saxon's
Saxon's
Bowling. So
Bowling. So
thank you
thank you
guys,
guys,
all of
all
our
of our
sponsors,
sponsors,
for
for
contributing
contributing
to
to
this
this
masterpiece,
masterpiece,
this
this
art
art
of
of
Sounders
Sounders
music
music
video.
video.
But with that said, Shane, thank you so much for being a trooper, being a team player. It was extremely cold out there, and you braved the winter weather with me. So thank you very much. Shane and I, as you had mentioned, we met through. I was also a co-producer of Jong Pa Hyung's music video, Yolama. So Shane was one of our extras that came out and helped out. So that's how I met her, and then we became friends and connected then. And with this project, actually, we were down to the wire trying to find who we were willing to cast, who was willing to go out there and brave the storm with us. So Shane was just like, hey, sign me up. I'm in. So I appreciate you, Shane. Thank you very much. Shane's a very talented. She's a professional. She's talented in singing, acting, and modeling. So it really complimented and helped me out well because I'm a newbie. So thank you very much, sir. And the last person I want to thank is Chang Moore with Chain Capture. Now, I wrote the script. It was my vision of putting everything into place, but then this was all Chang. Thai. As far as cinematography, this was all Chang. I told him how I wanted to see it, and he was out there and he just kind of did his thing. So I can't take all the credit. Chang was a big factor in this project as well. Chang is known for his Sudden Rush documentary. So Chang actually submitted that documentary to a documentary film competition, and they acknowledged him. They awarded him with a plaque. They acknowledged his work. So kudos to him. He just started as a cinematographer for a little over a year and a half. So for him to earn that plaque, that award, it means a lot. And when I saw that, I'm like, hey, I need to collaborate with this guy because he's very talented and he's just up and coming, and I am too. So we bring the same amount of energy and fire to it. So we're like, hey, we just connected. So I work, I like working with Chang, and I'm happy to hear, Ty, that when you saw the video, you were impressed as well. So thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. I want to piggyback on that a little bit. Guys, I'm so sorry about the echoing. Everybody says it's echoing. It's coming out perfectly fine here. And I also muted my mic when I'm not speaking. So I don't know what's happening out there. I guess it's just one of those things. And I'm so sorry. I know that they have a lot of good informations to share with everyone. Just in case you guys don't know, but or didn't hear, I want to also shout out that with all the who you are, the sponsors that help out with this video right here. I want to thank you guys so much, and I want to thank you guys so much for you're just jumping in and say, hey, I would do this, and by helping William and Shang out, you're really helping me out quite a bit, and I appreciate that, and I hope that one of these days we can get together, and if I can do anything to help you guys out, to just don't hesitate to reach out. Just let me know, and if I can do anything, I will do something to help you guys out. So really appreciate all of that. Cool. Will, you got some friends that haven't seen you for 19 years.
Oh, is that right?
When they know you, when they knew you back then, you weren't a superstar yet, but now you are. So.
I'm just an ordinary guy.
It's cool. It's really good. Okay. Hey, Shane. Tell us a little bit. I mean, I'm a musician, so tell me a little bit about your music side. When did you start singing? What did you do? You work on any projects in the past? Share it with us. And guys, bear with us. It might be a little echoey, but try to make the best of it that you can. While we are muting everything while she's talking, so it might be something somewhere that I'm not seeing here. So I'm trying the best that I can to figure this thing out, but I'm so sorry about this. Okay, Shane,
Okay,
tell
thank
me a
you,
little
Ty.
bit. Yeah.
So in regards to singing and music, I've been singing since I was a little kid, but I never had the resources to create an album. And it wasn't until, 2013, 2014, 2015 when the younger generation started coming out with more of their music. And at that time, my husband was a DJ, he had the equipment. And so I said, I want to record music. So I started doing covers first. And then after that, I progressed to writing my songs. And then I wrote my album. And then I reached out to Shu Lor from the Kong and Shu project. And I said, hey, I wrote an album. I got the music. I've got the melodies. I want you to produce it for me. And so we got together and created my album. And then I released that in 2015.
2015. Where can we
Yeah, so it was a long time ago.
Where can we find this album?
So you can either message me and I could just send you a copy. It's been so long. Otherwise, you could just find me on my music page on Facebook, message me and just say, Shing, I want to buy an album.
Okay. Is it on social media or anything like that?
It is on social media. A bunch of them are on my YouTube account too. I have 3 music videos with 3 songs from the first album.
Tell us, well, probably give us your YouTube account information so we can.
So if you go on YouTube, it's just you just type Shing her.
Okay.
It'll pop up.
Okay. All right. Cool. Anything else you want to share, William? Oops. Did you mute yourself again?
Oh, okay. I can. Okay. I love your music, Ty. I'm so honored. Thank you. Appreciate it. I do have a special request. Since I made the announcement of going live with you, I've had a few of your Midwest fans that want me to sponsor you to come out to the Midwest for a concert. So either you come out as a solo artist, your acoustic, or perhaps bring the whole band out. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. But so not to put you on the spot, but throwing it out there into the universe. We would love to see Sounders here in the Midwest. One last ride, Ty.
You know, I mean, I would love to do that. I think that let's give. Let's get COVID its time, and once everything is done with, definitely we can make something happen. The Midwest has always been a really, really strong fan base for us, and if there was going to be a concert of any sort, a concert, definitely, we always think about the Midwest first. And then everywhere else comes second. So it's I'm really thankful that you guys nation definitely only live once, so why not, right? Why not? I've always wanted to come out and do something really, really nice. So maybe definitely we should stay in touch. I want to do something totally different where it'll be an experience. Because I've gone to a lot of concerts in my life. Make there is something about the Thai concerts that changes my perspective of everything. it's like right in your face. It's like, it's he's singing or she's singing away, and they're reaching down and pulling your heart out, right there in front. And if we can do something like that, I've always wanted to do something like that, something in a smaller scale, but more personal, smaller scales, where it just maybe we're limited to a couple hundreds, and then we'll do a couple nights or something like that. It'll be really cool. So yeah, Will, no problem. I think it's game on. So we'll stay in touch.
I think a lot of the Midwest fans are happy tonight.
Yeah, we'll stay in touch and
Yes,
we'll make
sir.
something happen. Either we're the whole band or an acoustic version of it, something on a love type of note. I think it'd be really, really cool. And then
Yes.
Shane, if you come out there, would you be one of our guest singers? Because I know
There you go.
everybody wants to see you because you're our lead actress. But yeah,
I would be honored.
okay, there we go. Awesome.
So we've got a couple minutes left. I do want to ask you, Ty, because you're a pioneer in this in the music industry in our Hmong community. How did you start out? At what age? And how did you like gravitate towards music?
I grew up. I think a lot of things in life played a big part. I am. My parents had 11 kids. And until I realized there's only 5 of us, so we have lost so many kids in our family. I'm the last of the 11. So I grew up, and then my father passed away this year, 41 years ago. So I grew up with my
Sorry to
mom,
hear that,
just one parent, and always missing out on everything, and so you lot to you to share you koshiana, okay. So I've learned to channel that through music. I was in the 4th grade, and there was 2 weeks of guitars that someone brought in, and I tried it, and I fell in love with it from the 4th grade. And instead of crying, I took it out on the guitar. And while people are out there hunting, fishing, playing soccers and sports and things like that, I sit in my bed because I kind of felt like, well, maybe I don't belong doing that, Maybe I want this time for myself. And so I think that helped me kind of channel what was heartfelt out. When you have a lot of times you do that. And so yeah, since the 4th grade, learn how to play. I was never, I never went to, private lessons or anything like that. A lot of it was just you hear it and then you figure it out. So I have a lot of figuring out. I mean, like, so Shane, back to your thing. I did do a lot of covers on my days. Like that's how you do it. That's how you learn. So yeah. So that's how I started out, and then growing up in the in the 80s, sometimes, I was inspired by Hmong musicians. The first group was Kankova, because, they just, when you're growing up, you think about things like that. You already picture yourself doing that, So I was a dreamer, I was dreamers, and I did that. And then all of a sudden, out of the blues, there was Tuli Vaku, and it was just like, bigger than anything that I've ever known. He inspired me. And, for me, it was just like, oh, you want to sing, you got to sing like that guy right there, and the way that he writes and everything else, it just speaks to you. And so that was my foundations. And then from there's a lot of more singer than the band that came out and inspired me was KZ. and the reason is because we went through a transition of at first yeah, it was Kangova and they played their own song, but then it was Big Young Go like they already shout on and they yeah. And then Tuli Vaku, and then he came out, and then of course it was just adapting different songs and but he made it his, and it was really good. And then my whole heart here is like, would it be nice if someday more people could just play talk or jongo limekana maya, okay? King limekana. And then that's when all of a sudden KZ came out, and even though they're still using but they did it themselves. So I was inspired by that. I said, yeah, that's it, you know. And then, from there on, I think that so my heart was okay, I better write. And so when we came out, the goal was, we are not going to take anyone's music. We're going to do our music, and we're going to play it. And we need to be able to show it during the concerts, you know. And so that was just the thing. It just happens to be, I think for us, the right place at the right time. And then, of course, there's other very great band out there, to mention a few like Paradise and White Shadows and just to name a few, but there's quite a few of them out there too. But that's how we are. But my heart and my music base is from my heart here. It just you for me, I can't write a song Tai kumalimu mua. It has to happen spontaneously with the guitar and the voice and the melody. It has to work because it has to be heartfelt for me. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something that you have in common with me and Will too. Is all three of us lost our fathers at a young age.
Well, something about that. I mean, it's bad, but it forced me to be a man. It forced me to realize that nobody's gonna give you anything unless you do it yourself. That you got to go out there and you got to earn it. And one thing about life is that practice makes perfect. You're just, the more you do it, the more you chase after it, the better it is. And I can see it in your acting. In all that you do, and I can see it in the video. So maybe there's a higher purpose for all of us after all.
I think so. Yeah, because I grew up listening to Paradise and White Shadow, and I would always sing along to it, and I would think to myself, God, one day I just want to be on a stage and sing just like these guys. And when that time finally came, it was so exhilarating.
It is. I mean, it's scary too, but you guys, you've been there, but it's good. I mean, just whatever it is, just keep it. I mean, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of Tashinapika musicians. I think they're so much better than my generations growing up playing music, and the acting part. You guys are doing that. You guys are just so much better in every way. So just continue. I mean, just keep everything alive. Just keep doing. I mean, I guess doing what you love. You gotta love it. Otherwise it's not gonna show. So I can see that. Yeah.
Well, you guys give us too much credit. You guys were the ones who paved the way for us.
You might say okay. You might say you want to I would always want the new generations to be a lot better. And it's supposed to be that way. We want them to have a better life than we do, and I have a better life than my parents does. So we always want that. And then I'm witnessing it before my eyes here that there's so many talented people out there right now in the Hmong community that can make anything happen. We live in a country that we have the means to be able to do that. So if anything at all for you guys, never ever give up. Continue to make more videos. Shane, continue to sing. and you know, we want to hear, and we want to hear. I mean, right after this, when Kuluka comes in, and I'm gonna jump over there and I'm gonna listen to your songs.
Oh my God.
I am too, Shane.
Never be ashamed of anything, because you know, it's who we are. It's who we are.
Yeah.
And that's how we learn. You know. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, guys, you know, first of all, before ไป呢，ทัดสิน到都有呢，ไป呢 online นู่นน่ะว่าไป莫名其 technical difficulty 那哪几被几出中呢？hopefully I can fix this in the future, and we won't have to go through ขนาด多了。但是嘛，我那种人到那种都讲ไป呢都好难听，我打领导我找到 will 听声个。天呐 OK ในจึงตกกันในรู้สึกเหตุตกงกูมันนอเทียเอ็นทับไปชิดฐานนะเทียทอดยาวพงยืนยาวเขาออนไลน์เนี่ยนอขนาดเทียนะยันในมูนเทียเอ็นในมูเชอร์เอ็นใน support วิลเลียมเทียเชงเกอร์เทียจะยงไปจะว่าตัวยงเทียเพจตัวยงริจาละทอดในมู support เกอร์เทีย support ไปส่วนส่วนตัวเทียไปเทลีกูเชียว่าแต่ตอนตัวนี้ตัวใช้แต่ตัวลงเทียในจะให้อีเรารู้จงตัวเขาจะเราไปที่จะจงเชียร์เลยอินนุ่งเก่านะแกรู้เชียร์ที่ปืนจุดๆที่จงเชียร์เลยอินนุ่งเก่า so วันนี้ชนนั้นเรา and Will and Shane, thank you for ในรู้สึก thank you for being here. You know, I hope to do a lot more with you guys in the future, and let's stay connected for that future date concert. We can put something together, and Shane, I'm gonna hold you on to it for coming over to be a guest singer. I know they're gonna want to see
definitely.
you. All of our fans are gonna want to see you. And guys, this Kuluka, from the three of us, I want to say that we want to dedicate this song to all of you guys, and I hope you guys will love it. I fell in love with it. I actually 4 more minutes, really quick. กูที่จริงอยากเล่า Will you know 頭呢ขอ video ตัวสารกูนะกูใช้แต่นะตัวขอแต่กูยังก็นะมันนึกว่า it's a vocal ที่ acoustic กันก่อนนะ I looked at it and I กูสาธิตoh ยังก็นะ GP will tell a Shenga video no I need to do something. So what happened is I would jump into the studio, I rescored everything, and I redid the songs, and then send it out to you guys within the day. And here's what it is. So what you guys hear will be like a new version of music, and everything else is not what I've had before. So I hope that the big fanish. I hope you guys will like it. If you do like it, please subscribe. Please let people know that we're back making music, and you know, so that someday we will see all of you guys out there. And if anything at all, okay, talk okay, let the grace of God be with you guys and multiply it 1,000 times in all of your lives, and you be safe out there, and we will talk to you guys soon, okay? All right, guys. Shinji do okay. Okay. See you in a bit on the videos. Okay.
Yes. Talk to you soon. Bye, Shang.
Okay.